To get started with cold emails, we need three things. We need a list, we need a copy or an offer, and we need a mailbox or a set of mailboxes for sending those emails. Once you have those three in place, the goal is to iterate as fast as possible to find the combinations of target audience and offer that work well and produce good results. Once you find those target audience and offer combinations, once you have winning combinations, you can then go into weekly or monthly cycles of setting up your cold email campaign, sending emails, and generating leads. So first thing is a list. The go-to, super simple, if you're getting started, is place to go after them is to find a list is Apollo. This is Apollo. And the beauty of it is that it's very simple, very cost-effective platform where you can set up a set of filters. Here I'm looking for, say, United States and Europe as geography filter, company size under 50 people, companies working on therapeutics development, so keyword filters, biotechnology and pharmaceuticals as an industry, and management level, VP and director in that area, verified emails. So very simple, very easy to set up a set of filters for your target audience for whatever you sell, and obviously it's B2B. Create a list and then export certain number of emails from Apollo. With a free Apollo account, I think you can export up to like 100 or 200 emails per month. You can access those emails or you can pay a little bit and export more. Now, if you super comfortable with Apollo, if you want to get sophisticated, the most sophisticated platform on the market right now is Clay. It allows you to do a lot of stuff, but at early stage when you're just starting out and when you want to get to the iterating phase as soon as possible, you can get bugged in Clay for months just to learn it and figure out how it works. So I would say when you're starting out, Apollo is your best friend. Also in industries and niches, there are lots of other places where you can get emails. I know people scrape Google Maps. I work a lot in life science research, so we scrape PubMed for corresponding authors of publications that mention certain products. So lots of different ways to get emails. So that's the first thing, the list. Once you get the list of the emails, make sure you verify it. Lots of these emails are no longer valid. The database doesn't get updated as fast as possible. So platforms like TrueList or NoBounce, No2Bounce, the one I'm using right now, they allow you to send those to check if those emails are still valid, because if you start sending emails to non-valid email addresses, email service providers notice your high bounce rate and they'll ban your mailbox and you won't be able to send emails in the future. So verification is crucial. The reason I mentioned TrueList is because they allow you to test 250 emails per day for free. And when I was just starting out, I was using them a lot because I just created 3 accounts with them and I was testing 750 emails per day, and that was more than enough for me when I was getting started. Right now I'm using No2Bounce. They're more cost effective and they also catch all email addresses, which is beauty. And one more thing in terms of between Apollo and Clay, another type of platform that I also like, there is a set of platforms that plug into LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So you can, if you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator account and you're super comfortable with search on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can plug those platforms, find those platforms, there's a whole set of them. And you can get email addresses from the people you found on LinkedIn using Sales Navigator. So that's a third type of platform, which I like for getting email addresses. So now we have a list. Second component is a copy. This is my go-to cold email framework. It has 3 components. First sentence is a qualifications or relevant sentence. We just explaining to people why they should read it, why it is for them. So this is for accounting. Are your books fully up to date? Is still work in progress. For people who know nothing about accounting, they will ignore it. For people who know what this is about, people who are company founders, owners, if it's tax season, they need to have their books up to date, so they'll know it's for them. So first sentence is relevant. Second sentence is what we can do for them. We can get your full books fully caught up. Third sentence is elaboration on what we can do for them, just a little bit more details. Lots of people, like you could have seen with cold email copy, some people say we've done this for this and this company. In some other cold email templates, I elaborate on how we can do it, providing technical details, showing the proof that we can do it by providing technical details. And then there is a call to action, which used to be call to action, but right now we'd call it a wrapper. People used to say, hey, let's have a meeting. Would you have time for a meeting? I noticed that people stopped doing this. I don't do this anymore as much, but I'll just kind of wrap up the thought. And everyone understands that to advance, if they're interested, they'll say, yes, let's meet, regardless of what you say at the bottom. So there are 3 components. Notice, if you're getting started, if you're new to this, notice there's nothing about our company, there's nothing about our history, there is not millions of words, super short, super sharp. We're trying to get an attention of a stranger that never heard from us, and we want to make sure that we capture their attention and we tell them what we can do for them, and we have absolutely nothing else. That's the whole essence of cold emailing. It's the initial introduction. If they are interested, if they want to learn more, they'll go click on your company link, check if your company is worth their attention and worth the time. They reply, they'll come to meeting. The whole purpose of cold email is that first, very initial introduction, those 15-minute meeting to see if you're a good fit or not. Here are some examples of cold emails that I received. So I collect all the cold emails in this tag thing. So these are all cold emails that I received. Notice they're super short, they're super sharp, they're very clean, right? 1, 2, 3. Right now, they're even like shorter. If you can, pure US guest on top podcasts in your niche would be the worth quick chat. 1 sentence cold emails right now in fashion. So when you're thinking of a copy of pitching your products, writing your offer, think of this super short, super sharp cold emails. More podcast offers. Okay, and now let's see how this is like just 3 sentences. Very easy to grasp. Final component here is we need an infrastructure for sending cold emails. The main limitation here is that if you send 25 emails per day per mailbox, this is a normal human behavior, that what this human would do with their mailbox. But if you send 500, this is not human. Outlook and Microsoft will notice that straight away. They'll put a black mark on your account, they'll ban your account, you wouldn't be able to send emails from that account ever again, or you will be able to send them, but they will all land in spam and no one's going to see your emails ever again, and it's going to hurt your cold email campaigns. And worst of all, if you do it from your main domain, from your main mailbox, your partners and your clients, existing clients, will not see your emails, they'll be landing in the mailbox. So rule of thumb right now, 25, 30, 40, no more than that emails per mailbox. So if you're starting out and if you're running very small, very targeted campaigns, you can do it from your own mailbox. Actually, for my own business development, not from my clients, I do very limited outreach and I use my mailbox, my B2B Cold Connect mailbox. For that, I don't use anything else. I do use Mail Merge with it. So this is my Mail Merge Google Sheet. It comes with Mail Merge script. And every time when I need to send a set of emails, I just plug some details here around this script and it creates drafts, and then I send those drafts. But now if you want to start sending not 25, but 250 or 2,500 cold emails, what you need is a setup like this. So this is Instantly and Smart Lead are top leading platforms for that right now. So here I have mailboxes and domains that I have registered. Each of these mailboxes in this particular case sends 30 emails per day spread evenly throughout the day. So this way I can send thousands of cold emails, still looking like normal human behavior. So if you start sending at volume, you need to have dedicated domains, mailboxes, and an Instantly or Smart Lead account to send those. Final thing. So we have a list, we have a copy, we have emails. And guess what? With all of that, with all of my experience, years and years and years of cold emailing, years and years in sales and business development, when I'm starting with a client, we create a list, write a copy, we send emails, we hear crickets. It happens a lot. It happens so much you wouldn't believe it. I would say 25% of the cases we find something good from the very first round. 25% more of the cases, if we keep iterating, we find something, we find target audience offer combinations that give us some replies. And 50% of the cases, because I'm working with startups, with early stage companies that do not have their established product market fit, they don't understand their target audience well yet, 50% of the cases I get nothing. I'll just say, thanks for trying, and I move on, and I just can't work with that client. I can't generate them leads with cold emails because their offer is not there yet. So just realize that your goal with cold emailing, when you're getting started, get to this stage as soon as possible. Start iterating so you can find this combination that works really well, that you can start getting replies, one positive per like 100 or 50 cold emails. And only then you can start scaling. You can download massive lists, use Clay, use all sorts of automation. That's the next step. First step is to figure out what works.